What's going on, everybody? It's EricRayweather back here, helping you take your game to the next level. And if you want to take your game to the next level and win more online head-to-head games, go ahead and hit the subscribe button below. I drop the best Madden content on YouTube. Make sure to hit the bell notification icon next to the subscribe button so that you're alerted every time I drop a new video. Now, we're back with part 2 of the Jumbo Heavy Breakdown. If you missed yesterday's video, I'll have it linked below in the description. Today, the play we want to look at is the play tight end corners, which is the most versatile play in the formation, and it is a formation audible. It's probably the play I use the most. Even though I come out in the stretch or the counter waggle, a lot of times I'll audible to this play since it's a formation audible. Now, this play, there's a tons of different ways you can set it up. It's versatile. You can bomb cover 3 and cover 4 with it with certain setups. Just a very, very versatile play. So the first thing you can do with this play is you can create a bench setup out of it by taking your outside wide receivers X and B and putting them on out routes. And now you have a bench concept, which is one of, if not the best concept in Madden 17. It's just a very good way to pick apart defenses with a high-low read on both sides of the field. If the defenses play standard, you hit the out routes. If they play underneath and get aggressive, you're going to have the corner route. So we'll go against the cover 2 first, and you'll see that these out routes are just wide open, and they're going to get you 7 to 10 yards, sometimes more. If you get a good animation on the rack catch, you can sometimes turn it outside and blow by the cornerback and get a much bigger gain out of it. Just a very easy way to move the ball down the field, especially against people that just like to sit in cover 2s all game or cover 3s and just kind of play bend don't break. This is one of the best concepts you can do against that. Now, if they play underneath coverage, putting the hard flats on the field to clamp down on your underneath stuff, that's when you're going to be able to get big yardage with these corner routes. And we got hit with the block shed there, so we're going to run it one more time. You know, the computer in practice mode, they're just a little bit aggressive on the block shedding sometimes. But, oh my goodness, he just let him run right in. Jeez, man, there was no shot there. That was like the little glitch that the left tackle does sometimes, where he just doesn't block anybody and he just stands there. That they say that's fixed next year. I hope to God it is, because that is just annoying. But anyway, if we can try this one more time, they're playing underneath coverage, and as you can see, passing it to the sideline, we get huge yardage on the corner route. So that I love this concept. It's probably my favorite this year because it's just so simple. Anybody can run it. You know, a beginner that's not, you know, too advanced with the game, they can run it, but even the best players run it because it's so useful. And now against cover 3, since everything's in really tight here, against basic cover 3s, you can usually hit the out routes and the corner routes even if they play standard. See, right now they're going to play standard, and you're going to see you have to kind of wait a little bit, but you can hit the out routes for about 4 to 5 yards. He dropped the ball, but, you know, you saw he was open. But the thing with cover 3 is those purple zones a lot of times are going to at first be a little aggressive on the out route. So once you see them drop down, you can fit these corner routes in there. So that's what I do when I see cover 3, because I'm going for the bigger gain if it's there. And against a lot of cover 3s, those purple routes are going to purple zones are going to get a little aggressive at first on the out route, leaving you a window to fit those corner routes in there, as you can see, for about 15 yards. If you wait a little bit longer, you can still hit the out routes for 4 to 5 yards, but you might as well take the bigger gain. Now, if they were to play underneath coverage in a cover 3 for whatever reason, then you're just going to automatically go for the corner routes anyway, because your out routes are completely taken away from the play. But most people don't do that in cover 3. Now, against man, you're going to be able to hit everybody on this, which is really good. You're going to have the out routes, which destroy man coverage, as you can see, especially when you have, like I said, those 96-plus route running guys on the outside. They're going to completely dust their man. And all these are unbumpable, of course, because they're on the line. And then you have the corner routes, which are one of the best man-beating routes this year, especially when they're unbumpable. So if someone were to run man against this, they literally just have no shot at all. It is just, they're cooked all day long. Just extremely easy. Now, another way you can set this play up is, what I do is I just drag the A receiver or the tight end, and that's it, and I run it like this. And so we'll go against the cover 2 first to show you how to do it this way. Of course, you're going to have the trusty drag, which will get you 4 to 5 yards. Just a little check down route You know how drags are. They're always going to pretty much be there for you. They're consistent, and they help move the ball. And this is, like I said, this is just different setup so that you have one play here, but you can create like 2 or 3 different plays out of it, so you're really keeping your opponent guessing. Now also against a cover 2, you're going to have this post route. When it gets about right here, you want to pass lead it to the left or to the right, with a bullet pass. Hold the possession, catch that you get down, and you're good there. If they were to play underneath coverage, same thing. You would just hit the corner route instead, just like on the previous play. Now, if we go cover 3 with the same setup, we're going to basically look for the drag again. It's going to be a little bit better against cover 3. We can turn it upfield for some extra yardage. And then with this play, because of the setup and the alignment, against a cover 3, we accidentally put the wrong play there. Okay, against a cover 3, you're going to oftentimes still be able to hit this corner route because it's going to get behind that purple zone. I'm going to show you just like this. And a lot of times in cover 3, you can't hit a corner route because of the purple zone, but because of the alignment of this formation, that's going to be open all day versus someone that likes to run cover 3. Now, if they run man against this setup, you're going to have pretty much everybody. Obviously, you're going to have the drag. That's always open. This in route is going to be absolutely money because it's going to have inside position. And again, if you have that 96 route running type guy there, he's going to absolutely cook his man. You're going to also have the post once it cuts. You just want to pass lead it to the right with a bullet pass. Rack catch it or possession catch it depending on, where the safety's at. Sometimes you're going to want to possession catch it just so you get down and don't take the hit. But sometimes you can rack catch it and get more yards out of it. And then, of course, you will have the corner route here. Now, Tololo's not a very good route runner. He got minimal separation. Now, again, if you're an ultimate team and you can set your team up the way you want it, you're going to want 2 good tight ends there. Think Jordan Reed, Gronkowski, or Olsen and Reed, or somebody like that. What's the guy? Kelsey and Greg Olsen. Those kind of combinations on corner routes are going to just destroy anybody that you could put on them. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to bomb cover 3 out of this. Now, when you bomb cover 3 out of this, you kind of have to sell out to do it. So it's basically something that I use a lot of times if it's like right before halftime, or if it's at the end of the game and I need a big play and I'm going for it all, or if I really, really suspect that they're in cover 3 and I'm just taking a shot. I sprinkle it in a few times a game. Usually I would get at least one play touchdown out of this a game. A good player, if you hit them with it once, they're going to be very mindful of that post and get back there to watch it, from now on. But you can usually at least get most players one time with it. You do have to buy some time, but it's something to sprinkle in, when you really suspect that they're in cover 3 or when you need a big play. So the way I set this up is I streak Y and then I block B because I need the timing. Now, the X route is what you're going for here. That's going to be your one-play touchdown. I'm going to go ahead and throw this defensive end over here in a spy just because in practice mode the block shed is so ridiculous that it's going to be hard to show this if I don't do that. In a game, the block shed still can be bad at times, but not nearly as bad as it is in practice mode. So just for demonstration purposes, so we don't take forever, I'm just going to throw him in that spy. And you'll see that even still, look how quick that guy got off the line. You just can't do anything about it sometimes in practice mode. It just is what it is, But they say it's fixed next year, so I'm excited to see if that's true. So anyway, let's try this again. Hopefully the blocking can hold up, and you will see that you get the one-play touchdown out of this. And that wasn't even really as open as it normally gets. It usually gets a lot more open than that, but again, the block shed was kind of starting to come loose, so I had to deliver the ball a little quicker than I wanted to. We'll try it one more time to show you. Usually you get a lot more open area, but look, he's block shedding, but okay, that's a little bit better there. But like I said, in practice mode, it's just harder to show because of the block shed, unfortunately. But you have the ability to get the one-play touchdown out of this, and usually you're going to have a lot more space than that. Usually he's going to run to the sideline, and it's going to be wide open for you. But it's just hard to showcase it in practice mode at times. Now, I'm going to back out and go to a cover 4 because you can also bomb cover 4, which is very useful. Now, cover 4 isn't used as much as the other defenses, and that's why I don't show every play against cover 4. I only show certain plays against it if I have something that's really good against cover 4, because it's not as common. There are some people that run that 3-4 cover 4 a lot, but those are here and there. It's not, most people are in cover 2s and cover 3s for the most part. So if you want to bomb cover 4, this is something you pull out when you're playing a cover 4 abuser. They're the ones that run the 3-4 odd cover 4 play. There's some people that run that all game long. So if you're playing a guy like that, what you want to do is you want to streak the B receiver, And then the wide receiver, you can kind of do whatever. Put him on a drag, put him on an in. You can block him if you want more blocking, but because he's an inside guy, it's not as, the outside guys are better for blocking in this scheme. So I usually just put him on a drag or something. And then you're going to see that you'll be able to hit this X wide receiver once he crosses over here. But again, we're getting hit with block shed, and there's nothing we can do about it. Let me put this guy in a spy. It's really, block shed's really annoying in practice mode. It just is what it is. Like, the computer block shed's just so much crazier than, regular. See, it's like, you can see that he's open, but it's hard to demonstrate because of the block shed. It's so annoying. I'm glad they say it's fixed next year. I mean, we'll see, because they say a lot of things every year, and it doesn't wind up being the case. But as you can see, we finally are able to get it off, and you can see, had to tiptoe a little bit, but you have the ability to bomb cover 4 for a one-play touchdown, which is huge, because there's not many plays that you can bomb cover 4 like that. Now, another good thing I'll show against cover 4 is the bench setup. The bench setup kills cover 4. As you'll see, these out routes are just wide open. I mean, you're getting at least 10 yards on them. There's some cover 4s that are going to play like the cover 3, and the purple zones are going to attack the out routes a little bit better, which will leave the corner routes open. But this cover 4 in particular just leaves the out routes wide open. And I mean, if someone's abusing cover 4 and you want a more practical play to use, you can just go to this, and as you can see, just eat them up underneath. It's easy money. There's nothing easier you can do. So those are some of the setups of this play. It's a very versatile play. It is a formation audible too, which is very good. So you don't ever have to actually come out in this play. Like I said, you come out in the stretch or the counter waggle, and this play is always going to be available to you, and it's so versatile. So it's something you definitely want to use a lot when you're using this formation. Now, as always, guys, you know the drill. If you enjoyed the video, just like, comment, subscribe. If you've been running this, if you have different ways you like to run it, comment below. Always love hearing other suggestions, and I will see you guys next time.